There it is. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay, and then all right, welcome everybody. Sorry about the little technical issues. Episode 54. Thank you, Barry. I actually have a co-host in the studio here, and we're gonna make sure we can see him real quick.
You gotta invite me.
You're in, but I have to make sure we can see you first. Here we are. Okay, and tonight we have. Let's do that.
Can you hear me?
Speak over towards this mic then.
Can you hear me?
Nope, that one's not going to work because it's gonna. There's too much echo, I guess. Okay, you should be able to hear us both from this. You're not going to hear me either from this because you're both using the same mic. That's just unmuted you. That thing's too powerful.
Okay.
I should have done more tests before we did this. We should be able to hear you both now. What's up, guys? What's up? Very high. Okay, yeah. Stoney says yes. So,
All right.
This is actually a whole area mic, so it should be good to go. Okay, looks like I'll need to adjust your camera better next time. Or did you turn it? Okay.
I turned it a little bit so I was closer to the mic.
Oh, I see. No, that's fine. I just didn't want to have too much of myself. We're good. We're good. What's up, guys? What's up? This is my friend Jake. Jake, while I pull the video, tell us a little bit about yourself. Just, you can tell them what you do, what kind of projects you're into.
I'm Jake. I do a lot with reptiles. I do a lot of art and events pretty much with my art. Other than that, I got a baby coming on Halloween, so that's not too far away.
That's a huge thing. Yeah, you're like, that's what I do right now. That's it. That's the thing.
Yeah, everything's just getting ready for her.
What we got here? Okay. I do need to share this out. I didn't get a chance to share it out yet. Let's see. I want to share it to some groups. Come and check out the ladies. That's going to get a lot of people, right? Stoney, how are you, man? I don't think I saw you this morning, did I? I went over there, did the Clapper live stream. Guys, if you don't know that I do live over on Clapper a lot of times. Let's see, but I do have a lot of Facebook groups here, so I'm going to try and get all those shared out real quick, or at least some of them, the big ones. And hopefully you guys will share some of that out too. I would appreciate it. But yeah, Jake's a local friend of mine, and I think he does a lot of different interesting projects, and being artistic in general is just something that I like to have around, people who are creative and, curious about different things. I've had him up a few times. You guys, some of you might have seen him. Not a good day to be you. Oof. Sony says, "What's up, Jake?" Let me pull this.
Oh, what's up, man?
Yeah, you can see it there. Now. Okay, cool. Yeah. So anyway, you do have a lot of growing knowledge too, which I think would be cool for this show specifically. But I think a lot of what I want to do is I want to do it to be pleasing to the eye too, like indoor wise. I think it there's a certain aesthetics that greenery adds anyway, so you might as well do it to make it look good too. Do you have any house plants?
I got tons of house plants.
Just house plants, huh?
I got cannabis too, but
right,
I do a lot of house plants and terrariums.
I just don't get it though. Like the house plants, I guess they're good air filters. What's the other uses? I mean, the looks of them makes you feel better. I mean, as far as like having some greenery around, like what do you keep them for? Because I know you're somebody that would have food too, plants that grow food, you know.
If I had the room, I would grow food. Right now, I grow a lot of house plants because of reptile enclosures. Plus, they filter the air and
Right.
they just look nice. I enjoy having them in my house.
Um, that's the thing is I think it's there's a subconscious um, type of thing that makes you in a better mood. What is it? It's not dopamine maybe, but there's actually something I could look it up. I know that's a proven thing too, but there's just something about it though that makes you in a better mood being around nature, I guess.
Yeah, it keeps you more grounded, especially when it's getting this cold out. You're losing all the green. You might as well bring it back inside. That way, you're not having that cabin fever feeling.
Yeah, I could see that, especially during the winter time. Let's see, if you're a mod and you're seeing any of this and you're saying to yourself that you don't enjoy me sharing to your group, I appreciate you shout me out or send me a message. Because people invite me to these groups and then I share my stuff and then sometimes they're not into it, but that's what I do. So here we are. A lot of just stoner groups, and that's not all this is about. I actually have some. I don't have a lot of regular food going right now because of the cannabis is getting close to harvest time, and so I'm going to be so busy. You know, I figured I better not do too much other work, other stuff. So I have sweet potatoes and I have some regular potatoes going. I'll show you later when we get done with this here. You'll see some of it now, but it's not the same as in real life, right?
No, they're pretty big girls.
Yeah, because the pictures make it seem kind of small for some reason. Almost done.
You got that one that'll fill up a 4x4 wall to wall.
Yeah, that one we're going to look at close up. Actually, got some really cool pictures. You guys aren't going to want to miss that for sure. What's up, Michael? How you doing, man? In fact, I'm actually willing to let anyone else come up too if you want to talk about the growing process, medicine. This isn't. We're going to try and keep this somewhat family friendly. Can probably toke if you like to, but I'm not going to pull out the bongs and all the stuff and the big stuff and. You know what I mean? Let's see, I better concentrate here. Growers helping growers. Okay, so there's a bunch of these that I want to make sure I hit, like the ones that I know people in, If you guys would share me out, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. I got to say this earlier on because usually I get a few folks that stop in just to say hi, and I need to hit them before they leave. Hey, hit the like button. Thank you. Appreciate it. Make sure you do on your way out. Okay, there's session with Kat. Got the idea for the ladies on one of the groups I'm in, session with Kat K. They do on Wednesdays we wear black, so I'm wearing black. Shout out to them. Let's see. Okay, I think that's good enough. I share to some groups that are literally called aquaponics, and they don't necessarily like my content. And it's like, that's literally what's on the screen. In fact, I don't know why, but I lost my main screen that should have all the stuff on it, and it's gone. I don't know what I did, but it's gone. So I mean, I had all the things on it. I don't know what I know what it was. It's because I updated this and it took all that away. That's kind of ridiculous, actually. Anyway, what's up, guys? Hello. Miss Maui Queen found us. What's up, Elisa May? What's up, guys? Michael, I would love to go. I'm picking the kids up from school now and back. Definitely will. Okay, yeah. This isn't an awfully long show. I have a 20-minute video tonight. I gotta stop leaning out of the square. Anyway, it's not a super long video, but I figured it would go a little longer just because of having a co-host in the house, actually, which is cool. I want to fix more of his background, make it worth our while to like actually work on a set if he becomes a regular. But for sure, I'll like to have anybody come in and hang out and talk and maybe point out things I'm not seeing about what it is I'm doing. Just got the car rigged up again. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, she keeps having to get her car towed. That's unfortunate,
Oh, man.
Christy. I hate car trouble. I took my car for a bath, and luckily, I got enough out of it to get a new car. But anyway, let's pull this up here. I'm gonna mute it, and then pause it. I'll put us down here. Let's see what's up. This afternoon school special. Yes, it is. It's kind of, it's family friendly, Joe. You might hear the S word here and there. Safety. I know that's kind of a cuss word to you, Joe, but but yeah, no, Joe's good people. Joe likes to look at what I'm doing because he just laughs probably to himself. Look at this crazy idiot. Joe does aeroponics. And I swear you could combine the two. Like, here, we need to lower this just a little bit. There's too much headspace. Anyway, aeroponics, I think I could combine aquaponics. As long as you'd have to constantly clean it because of the stuff. It would build up. You have to have a really good filter or something. Yeah, Joe, laugh it up, buddy. The simple fix, just to want to pay the labor. Okay. Well, Christy, I hope you do get it fixed. Let's push play on this. You guys see these? These are clones I just threw in my system because I had cleaned it out and thought, why not? And see what they do. They're really taking off. Those are the sweet potatoes. Those are going insane. They're going to rip my ceiling out. Some old potatoes and some stuff I grew. But that single potato in the center there, that's going to get huge. It'll be brand new. Okay. Oh, thanks, Linda. Appreciate you. But yeah, these sweet potatoes are going crazy. I don't know what to expect. I don't know that what it's even going to look like compared to potatoes because I did a harvest on potatoes, but I got some mint still growing there. Just a little mint and potatoes. I need to get other stuff going again, but trying to wait till my harvest and you guys will see why. It's getting real close. Got some cool close-up pictures. You guys are going to like it. I hope you do good. Thanks, Elisa May. I think they're going to do pretty good. That one for sure. This one here will probably be a couple good-sized potatoes.
Is that the one that's growing up into your ceiling?
No, the potato is actually growing into the light without any problems. It seems to love it. But the sweet potatoes, they're vining up into like cracks and crevices. I think I took a close up. I'm not sure, maybe not on this one. This here, I wanted to show the rig, the lights and stuff all hanging from the ceiling. It's not very good. So this side, the ceiling there above that table, I want to do a better job. I want to really get it set up right. See those white lights? There's like these bar lights. I got like 10 of them. Oh, hi, baby. I gave her some peanut butter to leave us alone for a while. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Anyway, so there's my drain down there. That drain is getting clogged from just all the times I flooded the basement trying to fill up buckets of water and different things. So I need to clean that drain out. Here it is. Yeah, so you can see it starting to creep over there to that crack in the wall. It's starting to get through. Here's one of the clones not doing so great, but all the rest of them are starting to flower. They were just clones off of the straw nana. I think a couple of them might not have been, but it's okay. I don't care now. And then those are just tops. I just topped 2 of those clones that you see right there and stuck them in the rocks, and they're starting to flower too. Those little bitty. I don't know what happened with this picture. It didn't.
So you must have those lights.
What's up, Kat?
You must have those lights set at 12:12 already.
Yes, yeah. I just thought it was. I wanted to do that. I just thought, well, we'll just get it a little bud out of it because I already have a bunch of other harvests going on. I don't need to worry about it, but sort of see what would happen, you know. If I can do it that way, I won't have to do it. I like the smaller plants. Is that the same video? Okay, I may have put it in twice. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I like the smaller plants. They're much easier to deal with and just keep them rolling nonstop, you know.
Yeah. I just flipped mine last night. So I'm waiting for that stretch to finish, see what actually is going to happen with them.
Oh, did you? So you're stretching the light up, is what you mean? Or?
No, that 2 week stretch from when you flip flower to where it actually starts to flower.
Oh, what's that? I didn't know that was significant. There's some new. I got some new fish. They're just some more guppies. Oh, I also finally got a heater. I didn't have a heater, so I thought maybe that's what was holding them up from breeding. I want them to be breeding. 6 weeks in flower, they went way too high. Oh, too tall. Yeah, I want them smaller for sure. No, those aren't autos, Elisa May. Yeah, those are just. I have them set to 12 and 12. They're just going to do their thing. I do want you to finish your thought, though. The 2 week period, you're saying that's kind of a crucial time to see what happens.
That's when you really start to get your stacking. Jimmy's taught me this actually.
Jimmy Mead?
It's when you start defoliating and all that. That way, all your bud nodes are visible to the light, and in that 2 weeks, that's when your plant stretches and doubles in size, pretty much.
Oh, see, I thought that was happening. It's sort of happening the whole time, but you're right. I guess that's the majority of that. Okay, I see.
It starts when you flip to 12. 12. It'll eat almost everything in your soil.
2 or 3 weeks. Okay.
It'll just explode in those 2 weeks.
That's what Joe's saying there. We can't see it, I guess, through the video, but. So, guys, I bought 100-gallon. I thought I was going to be so ambitious, bro. I went to the store and thought I'm going to get this 300-gallon one. It's on sale. I thought that's a good deal, right? And then I started looking at the size. And I'm like, wish I would have brought my tape measure, but it still doesn't. There's no way that would have fit into my basement. There's no way. I could have done something outside, maybe eventually one day I'll do. But so I went with 100-gallon instead. And I was so disappointed, but I'm like, I look at it, that's big enough to have a few edible fish, like a few bluegill, you know, like I want to get, I don't know why I'm obsessed with wanting to get bluegill rather than tilapia or whatever the stuff everybody else uses. I want to get bluegill because imagine this, like what restaurant can you go to and order the bluegill?
Not many.
Right.
Not many.
Very few, if any.
We could also build you a custom size tank with pond liner.
I do have a pond liner. I see what you're saying. You could just build it with like a wooden crate, sort of. Yeah,
wood frame, and you just strip it in.
That's true, but we'll see. This should be more than enough. Now, to your point, I'd have to go back a little bit, but all of that stuff you see going on, the potatoes, everything up there is all being fed off of one 55-gallon aquarium with some guppies. So go to this 100-gallon and then add to that the volume you're going to have on in the table that's above it. That table alone is probably another 100 gallons, but I don't know that I want to make it full of water either, because that can be a bad thing if you have a leak. Although it's right above the drain, so I'll show you. There's a video here of me putting the liner down. Yeah, that's big enough. I can have a couple. I would want. I think wild fish or bigger fish, I definitely want a screen over the top because they'd be jumping. But yeah, that table right there, that's why I want to combine the aeroponics, Joe. I was thinking this, oh man, okay, it's not too bad. Should put some other pants on. Definitely like the 60s down there for right now. That's okay. The point is, I was thinking the weight. If I was to run hoses, little skinny hoses up and down this, or maybe like snake it through there, and those hoses have little pinholes for the spray, for the misting, and I could just have a top over this with holes for plants all over it, and just have aeroponics going on in there and have a drain going back into the fish tank. And that way, all that weight from all the water wouldn't be sitting constantly on this homemade table using scrap wood. You know, like I'm thinking a little smarter about it, because over here, the table you guys see over on the right by the dog, that's being held up by 2 metal chairs. That's just like, and those are both full of water. Both those troughs are full of water. So probably need to rethink my the usage of water, how full it's going to be. So anyway, but that is one thing about fish, is that they can have a smaller container as long as they have a higher volume of clean water. And that's how pet stores get away with having like swarms of fish in these like little tanks. You're like, what's going on? How can they do this? It's because they have hundreds of gallons in the back that's all circulating and cleaned. And this pond liner was a little bit stiffer than I imagined. Like some of them I've tried other ones. No, that wasn't a sexual innuendo. Joe Kelly, come on now. But no, it wasn't bad. I finally figured out how it would fit, and I think it's going to work. I just need to decide. This is where I have to decide. I'm going to get a pump. I have a pump. I'm just going to get a hose. The hose can just go over the side and fill it if I want. But then it's going to be full of water. And it's going to be like,
You need to make it like a flood and drain table. Almost.
That would be nice. But then that's the only problem with that, is then the volume in the fish tank would be going up and down drastically. So I don't think I'll be able to do it.
You could have a reservoir tank.
Yeah. And that theoretically would make sense, especially for what do you call it? Extra filter system.
Like a reverse osmosis system for a fish tank.
Yeah, just adding more microbial growth area for them to grow and to convert all the waste. Guys, hit that like button if you like what you see. If you like a working man, trying to build something, do his own thing rather than go and slug away at some dead end, company somewhere, trying to be his own person. Same thing with Jake here, trying to make his own talents become something that can be, get back some of the value from yourself, rather than just waste it away at some company that just doesn't give a crap. So yeah, that's me. This is why I'm on here. This is what I do online. You might see me hanging out, doing live streams, just BSing with friends and stuff. That's just for fun. That's me networking. For some reason, I get more people hanging out and watching that. Not everybody wants to see something educational. And this isn't even that educational. This is like, hey, here's what I'm trying to figure out. This is what I'm learning, It's not like I'm shoving data down people's throats, It's just like, I'm trying to grow food. Don't you guys eat? Can I get 5 likes for that? Can I get a 5th like for eating food? No. Okay. Well, you can leave then, I guess. It's okay. I'm not too worried about it. We are live on YouTube and Twitch. So I envision the show always as a show that can be watched after the fact. This isn't something that if you didn't catch it live, you missed something, unless you're somebody that would have commented or wanted to comment. So I always have to remember that. YouTube views have actually been going up pretty steadily. I don't know if it's something that I'm doing different, or if StreamYard's not as invasive anymore, or what. I don't know what it is, but oh, hey, thanks. Is that you? Oh, I guess you're counting as one view over there, one viewer. This might count as one viewer too. We might only have like 2 people here, but that's okay. I don't care. But anyway, like my point is that there's quite a few views coming in on the YouTube side, and yeah, and this is where I get to talk about, what it is I'm doing specifically. But tomorrow's show is where we're talking about bullies. I don't know if you saw last week, we talked about postpartum depression, which I thought would be strange, but we had a hell of a turnout.
I still need to go back and watch that, and have my wife watch that, especially with the baby coming in 2 weeks.
There were some really heartfelt stories, man. I thought it was amazing. Actually had some tears happening. So it was, I thought it was well worth it. What's up, Helene? I appreciate you with I'm here. I definitely appreciate that. I always appreciate some back and forth, in the comments for sure. That's why I'm doing this live. But yeah, so as you can tell, these are my worm bin. Got worms going. They like the marijuana leaves. I throw them some kitchen scraps, whatever.
What are you using as a base?
That's cocoa core.
Cocoa.
Mm-hmm. Throw some more of that to them because they actually do devour that over time. But you're right, Joe. But it's also about the content too. I mean, you got to realize the more sensational, like train wrecky stuff is what people want to watch on Facebook. I'm doing this on Facebook because of you guys, because of you few people who are here right now, because I don't have that on YouTube at all. And I know I have family here and community here, not real life family, but family, Facebook family on here that do watch it, that will watch this afterwards. Maybe not every second, every minute, but I know people do support it over here, so that's why I'm still here. I get laughed at on other apps like, oh, Fedbook, and it's like, hold on, you think the feds aren't in that app too, or whatever app it is that you think is safe? Like, sorry. So yeah, while I don't enjoy Facebook's rules and or at least the lack thereof rules where they don't tell you, and yes, I was banned from going live, so that sucked, but it still seems to be the best place to find people who care about what I'm doing, at least for now.
Now, are you covering your worm bin to keep the humidity in?
You don't have to cover it all the way. I have a fairly humid basement anyway, so you'll see I kind of have it half covered. Joe says he started with cocoa and perlite hydro-fed 3 times a day on timers. For worms?
That seems like a lot.
Are you talking about worms, Joe? We might be. There's a delay too, so I'm not sure if. Sometimes that's the tough part about going live. So vermiculture is something I'm really interested in, just because it's one way to like recycle your waste.
And you're getting good amendments for your soil.
I haven't started using it yet. I did use it a little bit on a couple plant. Well, so I lied, I guess. I did use it a couple times, a little bit. Like took a handful as I was doing a transplant. I took some worms and a handful of castings, put it in about midway. Here's the big girl, guys. Here's the big girl. What's up, Matt? All over on Twitch. Got Matt over on Twitch in the Twitch world. There's always some good news. Yeah, I reuse the soil because I'm pumping in so much fish water into the soil that doesn't matter what amendments are in it to me. What were you gonna say?
I do have a bunch of frass that I'm going to be separating from my dubious and mealworms later. So I got some more amendments for you for your next run.
Oh, okay. I will definitely check it out. Are you in StreamYard? Yeah, we're on StreamYard, Matt. Yes, sir. This is the straw nana. So okay, so I started to get some closer up photos. Let's do this here. That one's a little fuzzy, but they get better. She's got like the coloring. I think that's where they got strawberry banana from. It looks like a yellow. It smells
like red. Strawberry banana.
Oh, you think?
Too.
There you go, guys. Check that out. It's not. I mean, I've seen closer pictures, but oh yeah, isn't that sweet? What's up, Natasha? Matt, yeah, you can join, buddy. As long as it's the same Matt Watson that I know, and you're not going to be donging me. New Matt. You get an A+ because you try whatever you're doing over there. Good luck. Don't give up. Thanks, Elisa May. You're one of my best supporters. I appreciate you. Let's copy this, and we're just going to put it down here. Why not? There you go, Matt. Yeah, isn't that cool, though? I mean, so would you say that's time to harvest? I'm so paranoid about these being ready to harvest.
I mean, it really depends on what you're looking for. How much of a couch lock?
I don't love a couch lock, but I know sativa is different. Like you can make it more. You can make indica more, couch locky, but you're not going to turn it into sativa, right? Like it's not going to.
No, the more amber you are, then the more couch lock you're going to have.
What's up, Matt?
Hey, quick question. Can you hear my fish tank filter in the back?
A teeny bit. You're fine.
It's fine?
Might make me have to pee. That's okay.
Well, if you'd like, I can unplug it for a little bit.
Hi, Jenna.
No, I can barely hear you.
Did you put your headphones on, though? Because we can hear us.
Yeah, let me jump down and I'll come back when I get them.
Okay. Well, you can just
Oh, wait.
You can just stay in the off. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, so I almost don't want to push play. It's so nice. Like 2 more weeks, you think, Michael? Everybody keeps telling me 2 more weeks for like the last 2 weeks. I swear, I've been told that, and I'm like, but I can't let other people make the decision, I guess, for me. So
where's Jimmy at?
Hi, Nicole. I know, and Jimmy's kind of said a similar thing. I think he said 2 weeks about a week ago. So yeah,
split the difference and wait a week.
Yeah, it's kind of where I'm thinking. Like, there's some cool close-ups though here. That was just a video close-up. Yeah, that's the strawberry banana. She's got a little bit smaller buds because there's so many of them. I could have trimmed it down some more, I guess. For sure. Come on, focus.
Oh, that one in the back.
You can, this one I'm trying to,
hey, it's your dog's hair.
Oh, that might be. You might be right. I'm washing all my bud. I recommend everybody wash their bud for sure.
I have that problem too. We have huskies.
Yep, the husky hair for sure. What week am I on? I don't know. Lisa May, I kind of lost track. I thought about going back and looking at my show, which is a good way for me to keep track of things, and finding out what week I started what, because I would have said something that week on the show. Oh, I forgot to remove the black on that one. It's okay. Oh, you see that hair still? What am I doing? I'm looking so closely at it that I forget to take the hair off. It's still in the yeah, it's hairy bud, you guys.
I don't know. I'd say about a week.
Yeah, I'll be picking hair and I'll be washing the buds. It'll be clean hair when I smoke it. Listen, I bought Panda film. I got wood. I have things to really build a good room. I'm just not there. I'm almost there. Oh, Matt, did you get your headphone? Oh, you did. Okay. I didn't. Yep. I thought it would be bigger. I didn't see the little ones. I'll look at those. Oh wait, I like that little picture. Go back.
Can you hear the fish tank still?
Yeah, actually a little bit louder now.
All right, here. I got it.
Why don't you just mute yourself and unmute when you want to talk? You could use your hand, or you could push the button or click the thing on the screen.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Not now. So he shuts his camera off. You could leave the camera part on. Here, I'll mute you like this. You just click the picture of a microphone. Yep. You're muted right now. You can unmute yourself, though. Yep, there you go.
Sorry, I haven't used StreamYard in forever.
Elisa May, I don't know. Look, I wasn't thinking when I took those pictures. I honestly, it's not like they're covered in hair everywhere. I just kept taking. I took 3 pictures of the nug that had hair on it. Like, man, that was unfortunate. But
And honestly, hair doesn't carry much of anything. You can eat hair and you won't get any bacteria. It just seems gross.
yeah, it's just something that I would rather not have there, I guess.
Are those your indoor plants, Waylon?
Yeah, those were these are the clones. Okay, I took this picture because I have a light that's a really weak light and it's really high up above them because I'm just sort of keeping them as slow veg as possible. They're all very alive, but they've been like this for like a month, just like on a real slow vegging.
And it doesn't cause them to like stretch towards the light?
No, because it's such a low amount. Like they're just sort of dormant almost. I don't know, that's not really probably a technical term for it, but they're just very slow. Red hairs are better than white. Yeah, Jenna, you're right. You're right about that. But yeah, you're right. So they might stretch a bit, Matt, but I'm okay with a little bit.
Yeah.
Look at this. This guy I found outside. Oh, man.
Wait,
Almost looks like a type of orb weaver.
I was gonna say that's either an orb weaver or
That's
a
a
black
big one.
widow.
Here's
see the bottom.
This pepper plant had some issues indoors, so I just stuck it outside to see what happens. Just kind of leaving it to the elements for no reason.
Are those chocolate bells?
Nope, I think they just turned purple because of the cold. They're colored. They're what do you call it?
Stoplight.
Rainbow peppers.
Oh, okay.
So look at this little rigged up setup I got going on here. PVC pipes that I had. And these buds, man, there's a lot of bud rot on these, but there are going to be some good buds, I'm sure, but it's not going to be. These were hand-me-down plants that you know who gave me that were like basically just little bean poles with no branches at all. I've told the story a bunch of times, but I'll get something out of them and get and move on and get the hell out of here, because those are the worst plants I have. And people are like, oh, they're looking good. When you take close pictures of the good buds, you're like, oh, this is nice. But then just looking at it in general, it's just, there's a lot of garbage. I need to spend a lot of time defoliating, but I have too many big plants. For a first-time grower, that's not good, because I'm like putting it off because it seems like so much. It's such a big task, you know. That's why I like nice small. Here's my gateway that I made. Just pop through there. I like this plant here. This plant. Okay, I gotta pause it. You guys, this plant here, Purple Alien OG, is my favorite plant of all of them because of how it just grew like perfectly shaped. It didn't have to do a whole lot. But I found you might know the name of it. It's the little worm that you can find inside the bud.
I can't remember what they're called.
Is that a thrip or no? That's not is that right?
No, thrips are itty
on
bitty.
The leaves. Okay. So I found a bud that was all brown, and it was definitely different than bud rot. I didn't get a chance to take a video of it. THC orange worm. Okay. That sounds right.
There's an actual name for them, and they're a type of boring worm.
Okay.
I just can't remember the actual name.
I can tell you guys, I wish I took a picture of it, but I can now tell you that I can see the difference between bud rot and what the worm looks like, because bud rot is almost like peppered little specks of brown around it all through the bud. Some buds are worse than others, and it's almost like the little leaves are burnt and dried up. But the worm, it was like a whole chunk of the bud was brown, and I pulled a big chunk of it out, and I saw that worm. So it was a big difference, I think. I could probably pull up pictures of it later, but asking if the worm was orange. Oh, okay. I think it to me it looked a little bit of a brown. Like it wasn't a lighter color. It was a little darker color. I pulled that son of a bitch out so quick. I didn't even think about taking a picture of it. I was like, just went for it.
Yeah, they'll
worms eat the shit.
ruin your entire crop.
Yeah, I've heard that they will burrow down into the stem and then eat it away from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So like Joe, it might have been an orange, but it was maybe like a darker orange. It would be hard for me to say now, but I did clean it up and made sure it was okay. But yeah, look, she's real purple, a little bit because of the outside, but also because of its genetics. Purple alien OG. Now you can see the smaller plant to the left. That's the size I want to have plant. That's what I want to keep them at.
That's about what I'm growing.
I do not want the enormous ones. I want 4 or 5 of that one.
I
What's
grew
up,
mine
Munchie?
about 1.5 feet tall and then flipped.
Oh, okay. You need the link again there, Matt? Here. 1.5 feet. That seems good. I didn't know that when I just kept letting them. I was like, hey, look, they're live and they're still growing. And then weeks went by and it's like, what do I do now?
If I had a bigger tent or room to grow in, I would let them get a little bigger. But I think next time I'm just going to grow 2 instead of 3 in my tent and veg a little longer.
So you think less plants with a larger size? Because I'm kind of doing the worst of both. I'm doing more plants, larger size, rather than more plants, smaller size, or less plants, bigger size is what you're thinking, right?
Kind of like a happy medium.
Okay, with your space.
Yeah.
I did take some close-ups, it looks like, of the some of the bud rot I found. You'll see it looks almost like real loose kind of popcorny nugs with brown kind of crispy spots. Yeah, a lot of defoliating to do still. So much. Get the same off 1 as you will off of 4 if the space is full with same light, really. Yeah, no, you're right, Joe. But I had more space. I spread out too far with more plants instead of just killing a couple like these ones. I should have just taken these out. But these were a learning experience too, as much as they were. I hope I actually get some bud. You know, this is like, look at that. That's bud rot, you guys. Let me pause this. It's like you can pull out these little crispy brown pieces, and I look for the worm just in case I'm wrong. Like that's what I've been doing the whole time on these plants, and I never found one. But just one time looking at a brown spot on the purple alien, and I found one. There were different, like I could see a visually different brown spot. Like these are all speckled brown instead of a more solid brown.
No, what were you looking for?
Bud rot.
What do you mean? Just there? Bud rot. You see bud rot
You said you were looking for something and you hadn't found it.
Oh, worms. The worm that I found in the other plant. I wish I had taken a picture of it, but I wanted to grab it before it found a way to get out. Yeah, outdoor is definitely different, Joe. But so you guys saw the purple alien, and the structure on it was holding itself up because it was outdoor most of its life. But the ones you're looking at now, were indoor, and they were all trained all crazy because they didn't have branches. I was trying to get them to sprout branches. So they were trained all bent and all over. So they look like, I always look at them and I think of the Beetlejuice movie, that art piece, the piece of artwork when that all like clamps around that lady, like with the legs all like, that's what these all look like. This like gnarled hand with the buds everywhere. Like, so to your point, Joe, this is even harder than outdoor. Excuse me. Going from indoor to outdoor, like taking a plant that's been trained its whole life to then go outside, it doesn't have any strength at all. Like I have to tie up, I need more string to tie up more buds and stuff, but I'm not going to do all that. I just want to get rid of them. The indoor does fall over when the buds get big. Yeah, but you have netting and you have, I mean, like there are reasons to, like all mine indoor had the same issue, but they were all on a scrog net, so they're good to go. Unless you have a real small, or you have a lot of wind. You have a lot of air. The air helps.
Yeah, I would prefer to grow indoor mostly because I can control the entire environment.
Right. Now I'm finding mold actually on the outdoor plants sometimes, but they were also indoors at one time or another, so that can be part of it. But I always think like, how am I finding mold on plants outside when you look around and you see bushes and trees that they don't just get moldy, you know?
Genetics.
Do you think that's what it is, just because they're a weed? Why is this
Certain
here?
genetics
Oh, it started
are
over.
built
Okay.
more for outdoors.
Right.
And if you're not, like, say, blowing your leaves off after a good rain, especially when in flower, you could definitely get bud rot.
Yeah, and that's part of it. Those are just shitty genetics. Those plants were, I don't know what they were, but
Were they abacus?
they were before Abacus. They
Oh.
were just the plants that he had neglected, and they were sitting around, and he was going to get rid of them. And I was like, I'll take them because I wanted that. I wanted that experience. You know, I brought plants back to life that were basically they were all yellow, and then just a single branch or a single stalk, I guess you would call it, and it was like 2 feet tall, all three of them, and they're all what you just saw. So they're going to get some bud, but not going to be the greatest.
So I'm pretty dumb.
Well, Matt, I mean,
I was confused for a second. I was like, how can I hear Jake when his mic is muted? And then I was like, I started looking, and I was like, wait a minute, that's Waylon's chair. I was like, I first
you
I didn't
finally
even
saw it,
at this
huh?
time. Yeah, I was like,
I actually had his camera set up to where you wouldn't see you weren't going to see any of this, like
yeah,
you weren't going to see the where am I at? You weren't going to see the sign or the chair at all. But it's not a big difference, you know.
no. I
For
was just like, and then I looked at the background, like your Monstera leaf thing. I was like, they're in the same room. I'm dumb.
you just figured that out? Yeah,
Yeah,
this is a on-site co-host, on-site show, you guys.
Jake, you
I think
still trying to get rid of those chinchillas?
Actually, I got them a good home about a month ago.
Good,
Someone
good,
came all the way down from Michigan to grab them.
cool, cool.
Jake painted this for me, you guys. I'm gonna put it up. Haven't figured out how I want to put it up yet because I don't really want to put a hole in my tapestry. So we'll figure that out. But if this becomes a little bit more of a semi-permanent thing, then I'll probably change up a lot of stuff back here. So anyway. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I think you came over the other day, and I'm guessing you saw that I had all this equipment just going, not going to use, and where we could actually have an, real setup and multiple person show on site, right?
Mhm.
Because you could actually do this remote in from your house too, you
Mhm.
know, at times. So either way is fine. But yeah, I like that to have somebody here to at least bounce ideas off of. Because as I go through the show, I may not see something that I could have learned from. That was the
Mhm.
whole point. Like Twatty, I don't know. Did you see this here where were we with the table? Yeah. So this table, I have to make some decisions on how I want the water to go to get back to the fish tank.
Mhm.
And if I do go with aeroponics, to Joe's point, uh, aeroponics is good for control indoors. And I think if I use it for that table, it'll have a lot less weight on the table.
Mhm.
I'm getting my headset's out of juice or getting low. Just had it
My
plugged in.
phone's on 2%, so I might lose my camera here in a minute.
That's okay. We've finished the main video, and I just wanted to get a little more time to make sure that Jake shouts out what he's got going on because he's out here hustling too, and I think You might not be able to hear
I'm
me.
always interested in what Jake's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I like to see anyone else similarly trying to do something themselves, create something out of nothing on their own.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Have you thought about like a general business name, and you could sort of put all your hats underneath that, inside that.
I think I'm gonna go with Ravenspeak Oddities and Art.
Hmm. Dude, I
Raven
would.
speak.
I'd probably hire you to come help me set this gecko tank up a little better,
I mean, I could do that.
because you're really good at what you do.
I appreciate you.
I've seen your tanks and everything, and here I'll just show you. It's it's not bad. It's just looking a little bare to me.
Yeah, I'll have to. Let's pull you up here, Twatty. Hang on.
It's just a bioactive setup with the Monstera in it and a little log.
I would put more color in there.
Yeah,
And some ground plants.
I had some, like, a smaller pink thing in the corner and everything, but what happened was that Monstera, I think I'm gonna have to take it out of there. It's just so dominant that it takes over everything in there.
They do. They got a big root system.
Yeah, I like having it in there. He loves climbing on it and everything. Just it killed everything else in there.
Hit me up later. I'll try to think of some plants that'll work that he could climb on and also give you some color. Maybe like a coleus.
Hmm.
I mean, they branch out. It'll grow like a weed plant or a tree.
Yeah.
And you can just constantly trim, and they'll get 2 foot tall.
Oh, damn.
And you can prop them, water prop in a week.
Yeah, let us know, Matt, here on the show. Let us know how that comes along, and if you need any more help.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I'm dropping stuff.
But yeah, I need to wrap this up. My headset's gonna die, but
Yeah.
and
I'll get a hold of you,
everyone's
Jake.
gone
I've
now.
got a couple things I need some advice on. So
That works.
All right, thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks a lot, Twatty. I'm gonna pull me back up here.
Yeah, you go for
Let's
it.
do
I'm
this.
just gonna hit this.
Yeah, I need to fix and get all my graphics back from before. Figure that out. I just had an update from OBS right before this, but thanks a lot, Joe and Lisa, everybody else who came in.
Cheers, guys.
To show support. Cheers, Matt. Have a good day.